Welcome back everyone to my IDC 36 run. This is round 2 where I'm up against Weezing at the top of his screen who is playing Lightwater Dark Nature Fortress Burn. And I'm at the bottom of his screen playing Lightwater Dark Hydro Hurricane with Gigasalt. Weezing won the die roll, so he's gonna go first, charging Miraculous Plague. And it looks like I don't have any water in my hand yet. So I'm probably just gonna go for Slug into Giga Balza, hoping to draw Gigasalt. He is gonna play Bronze Tribe and I'm gonna set up the Giga Slug. Let's see if he has the Sky Sword to follow it up. And he has an Energy Stream, so he's gonna have quite a few cards in hand. I'm not sure why I'm thinking about charging Petrova. But okay, I'm gonna discard a Bronze Tribe with Giga Balza, which is not exactly the best snipe. And I still haven't drawn a Gigasalt or a water source yet. Or Mystery, yes, for that matter. But let's see how this will play out. And now he's just gonna play Cranium Clamp, and I'm definitely just discarding Petrova and Ooze, so I can discard him again with Locomotiver, which is gonna hit a Terror Pit. And now he's just gonna play Sky Sword. And I finally draw into a water source, which is Miraculous Snare. It's a shame that I haven't drawn my Gigasalt yet to keep his hand count at 0. And that's a Paleolysis, not exactly the best thing in this matchup. And of course he's gonna have the Soul Swap for the Fortress Shell, and now he has the advantage. Of course he has a second swap as well, he's been holding on to both of them. And it already doesn't look very good for me. I'm not gonna lie. And those soul swaps came just in time because I could have used Energy Stream last turn. In this list I'm using Locomotiver, but in my current up-to-date list I'm using Cranium Clamp instead, and that a clamp there would have been much better, for sure. Now it's gonna have a Logic Cube for another Soul Swap to burn even more mana. And at this point I can probably even just scoop, to be fair, but I still have my hopes up. He's gonna ramp himself even more with Sky Sword, and I'm gonna just play another Energy Stream. And the only Ice Viper in my deck has decided to show up. Not like I'm gonna be able to summon it this game probably at all. And yes, since I'm on 0 mana, I would probably just scoop. Unless he starts attacking as well. But okay, he's just gonna attack. And my mana is way too low to do absolutely anything, so we're just gonna be promptly moving on to game 2. It looks like I'm gonna have an energy stream on turn 3. Or even charge the other paralysis, because now that I charge Bilex, he's gonna be able to take advantage of this, and you'll see how later on. I'm just gonna do another energy stream, and I'm gonna draw into Ice Viper, which I'm gonna be able to summon on turn 5. There's another Bronze Tribe and no other follow-up. Now, this is only one Ice Viper, but in my current list, not the one I played in IDC 36, I played 2 Ice Vipers, one instead of the 4th Gigazalt, so there's a good chance I could have had 2 Ice Vipers in this hand. Now he's gonna take advantage of the fact that I charged Bilex to swap the Ice Viper with Bilex, so I'm gonna have to set myself back as well. Which taught me a lesson this match: if you have the opportunity to charge something other than Bilex against Fortress, do it, or the opponent will just take advantage of that. Now I'm just gonna remove his Lost Soul from his hand. Now he's gonna play a Logic Cube for energy stream. Yeah, that works. I could summon double paralysis here. Don't know what that will accomplish, but I can. Too bad I don't have a Chimera yet to summon Gigazalt. Would be so nice to have Gigazalt on the field with those plagues afterwards. And there's the famous Weezing Aqua Hulkus in Fortress Burn. I think he's the only one who does that. And now I get to play double plague against him, which won't really accomplish much. And now I'm gonna force him to choose between probably the water mana or the darkness, I'm not sure. Okay, Juliana and Surfer works, I guess. of course he's just gonna play the Bronze Trap again, and he has another one, so happy days for him. I might have charged the Laura Giga just to have extra mana when he inevitably starts to burn my mana. Honestly, maybe I would have forced him to choose between the two fortress shells, just to have less fortress shells to worry about later. But of course there's the Sky Sword and another, the same Bronze Tribe again. But hey, at least I have Mistrias at last. Showing up when Weezing already has 9 mana. And yeah, Miraculous Plague is gonna just send it back, so I'm gonna have to resummon it again. And of course I'm gonna have to take Miraculous Snare to hand, because I need to have water mana. And there's a Hydro Hurricane, which I could use to bounce 6 mana I suppose, but of course he has an answer for Mistrias. So now that Hydro Hurricane is kinda useless. So I'm just gonna snipe his last card with Giga Balza and also summon Giga Slug, setting up some Chimera baits for Giga Salt. Thing is, almost whatever he draws off the top of his deck is gonna be a way for him to burn my mana. Whether it's Fortress or Plague itself or Faliga, Soul Swap, Bilex, Logic Cube, there's so many things. Yeah, it's gonna force me to charge between Bilex and Loco. Okay, never mind, it was Bilex and Pala. I'm probably gonna get rid of the snare so I can summon Palolysis again with Laura Giga. And yeah, I'm not top decking really well this match either. Not that a good card would really help in this situation, because it's still quite ahead of me. But hey, at least Energy Stream is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to charge this Hydro Hurricane because I need to have more mana. And I don't think I'm winning the deck-out race. Yeah, he's ahead of me by 1 card, so he can just deck me out. And of course there's the Bilex for the Miraculous Plague. He's probably gonna force me to choose between Giga Balza and Loco, because I'm the one who needs to go in the offensive at some point. So getting rid of my creatures that can attack would probably be the smartest move. He's still thinking about it quite a long time. Maybe he wants to go in at some point instead. He's just gonna get rid of blockers for some reason. But again, since he's ahead in deck out by one card, I would just get rid of attackers. You know, I'm just gonna, I don't know, probably summon Terror Pit. But I don't know what I would kill anyway, probably the Bilex, I suppose, since I need to have less blockers to worry about. Okay, I'm just gonna kill the Aqua Hulkus for some reason, so looking back I would have killed the Bilex because I need to go aggressive at some point. 3 mana looks like a soul swap, so it's not looking good for me now, burning my remaining light and water mana. He's deciding whether to swap out a blocker or an attacker, and yeah, a blocker is probably the way to go if you want to go in aggressive. But look, I finally have a Gigazald. Hooray! But yeah, I can't really break any shields anyway, because my other creatures are too weak for that. But now there is a way with Petrova. I'm just gonna boost Chimeras, but if I'm gonna do that, I would rather just play Giga Balza first, so I have something to attack with. Okay, maybe I'm planning to break a shield with Gigasalt and then discard with Locomotiver. And it's a shield trigger, Terror Pit. Well, there goes Gigasalt, I suppose. I kinda had to attack anyway because I have to end the game at some point. And now we're gonna have a Aqua Surfer bouncing the Fortress, which I'm happily gonna discard with Giga Balza. Laura Giga isn't doing too much here. Top deck Fortress Shell is gonna get rid of my water and light again. And now he can probably just deck me out. I guess Fall for Soul Swap is gonna do the job. Just swap out Bronze Tribe for another Fortress, and yeah. I don't see myself winning this game anymore. Of course, there's another result, but can't really do much right now with only 3 mana. And of course there's also a Miraculous Plague, so I could probably just scoop at this point. Three mana for either Logic Cube or Energy Stream, so it's a Logic Cube, probably grabbing Soul Swap again. Okay, it's just gonna use Clamp on me, fair enough. And he's even thinking about going in at this point. And he is. But he forgets that Giga Slug is 7000 power. So he just lost a Fortress Shell. But I don't think it really matters. I think he still got the game. He's like, can I take back the whole turn? The turn sucked, but he forgets that he used Cranium Clamp on me, so I wouldn't say it sucked all the way. Oh, and now Holio is gonna seal the deal, of course. He's not even gonna peel my creature, he's just gonna go for shields. And yeah, I can only summon Laura Giga, that's 5 blockers. Yeah, I guess I can attempt to attack Faliga and another creature. He's gonna block with Juliana, and now Petrova can kill Aqua Surfer. And I can kill 2 more, and now he has only Fortress Shell and Fall. But if he finds a way to get back Miraculous Plague, he's got this game under wraps. Faliga is gonna get back Holio, and unless I find a way to discard it, I'm done for it. Looks like all my Gigazals are in the grave. And yeah, there is no way for me to win this one. Even if I do use Snare on one of my creatures, he still has Holio to go for game, so yeah. I'm gonna lose this second round 2-0, which is pretty unfortunate, but yeah. That's what happens if I don't play 2 Ice Vapors in my deck against Fortress. But yeah, my deck should be on the screen for those of you who are interested, and until next time, see ya.